Ooh, recording videos is silly, silly, silly. All right, so I theoretically had a day 1 and a day 2 video. This has now been, as of the recording day, the end of my day 2 of doing this jungle shit. And my first video had a lot of audio issues. Trying to work on that. Forgive me. So criteria. I don't know. I think I had that in Notepad before. It's a bit smaller. But instead of having champions in like a Notepad thing, I just did this in the background. You can see it. You get a general idea of what I'm doing with it. So, all right, cool. Let's start with just the criteria again. I removed one of the criteria being over 50% win rate for a specific reason. There were a couple champions on here that I would like to play. That rule would annoy the hell out of me. So I want to at least give them a chance, even without the rule. Now I will say, if they like fall below like 47% win rate, then we need to talk about that. Whatever. So still doing the 2 thing, 2-2, 2-1, permanent, 2 rotated. Oh, cool. Let's get started. So, off that rip. So this is now what it looks like as far as everything. So we have the nope. And this is with these 2, let's say these 4 are maybes. They could go up here, but not focused. Guilty pleasures. I would like to be able to play Mundo in the jungle again. I would very much like that, but I don't know how amazing that is. But we'll see. Same thing for Trundle. I would like to play Trundle too. But also, again, his jungle is not very good. He's more known for his top lane at the moment in time. He's actually not known for much of anything. I don't know what happened to him. Something happened. Teemo. Jeez, I want Teemo up here. Like I do. But people see this and they think I'm trolling. And I'm not. I have a high win rate. I think I have like a 60% win rate with him so far in my low SE list. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep the Teemo and Darius is in here too. I might even want to put Garen in here for shits and giggles. Let's start from the top. 3 games got done in with Volibear, and absolutely love his build. He can be built as either AD or AP bruiser. He's that flexible, and that's why this guy right here got bumped down. He got bumped down because it's like, if you want an AP bruiser, he's right here. He's better in every single way. He is. I mean, I think Volibear is better at almost everything outside of saying 1v. Like if I get ganked, I can 1v1 bro. If I'm ahead, I can still at least get a 1-for-1, which is still in his favor. That's a little bit harder to do with Volley, but he's just as good. Like, he's really good in the jungle. He's definitely a better jungler than Mordekaiser. I put people on game. Echo was originally here, but now after a couple games, I like him at least play wise more than Gwen. Gwen is still like, I like your design. I think you're a cool character and everything like that. Playing her is still extremely difficult. Very selfish character, extremely selfish. You have to play her similar to what you would like to do for like an assassin. So like Kha'Zix and whatnot. You only want to gank if you can get a kill. Which is like everyone wants that, but like, I mean, I'm not ganking to help you do anything ever. That's not my job. My job is to kill shit. Now, Echo can like help with like a slow or something like that. Like, he's an assassin too, but he's got some like before 6 that he can do. Diana too. But like Ka is like I'm not helping you till I get 6. Which you're like, oh, Nocturne's like that too. After that, no, right? Nocturne can come out anywhere and kill you. You have to be cognizant of that. His range to enter a fight is bigger than Ka. So Ka has to strategically place himself in a position to get a kill. So, yeah. Is what it is. But yeah, Whittier got put up pretty high. I'll be honest. Like, yeah, he's so dumb. But yeah, so dumb. Anyway, Diego got put up higher. He was a little bit lower, but he is over time. This man's dangerous. This man's sexy too. I'm just kidding. I didn't hear me say that. Very interested in these 3 right here. Kayn is just so interesting to me for, again, versatility is also really cool for me. Like being able to divert into a different path of something if need be is very, because it means that you can play the champion. Like, oh, I can play Volibear anytime as a jungler. And if it's like, we don't have any AP, I can bring the AP. It's like, oh man, we don't have any. I mean, that'd be rare. If it's like, we don't have any AD, well, I can bring the AD. You can also build full tank on him. You shouldn't do that, but I think you can, and it still works. I believe Udyr has that thing too, but I think it's like stupid not to build Liandry's on Udyr. That makes no sense. So until Liandry's is no longer good, which if you do that, then you just delete half of, not say half, but a good chunk of the cast. Yeah, so I do need to get more of these 2. I haven't played any of them. So in the next couple of days, hopefully looking to get some games of this, but I should be actually working down here. Vi has been going down, and it's probably going to keep going down. Like the thing about Vi, right? Vi falls off a cliff a late game. There aren't very many champions on this list that I am like late game. They are useless. You're like, no, she's not used. Nah, once it's like, if it's like 40 minutes in, dear Lord, depending on the comp, you are working very hard to get stuff done. And people look at Vi and are like, oh, well, there's the initiation. No. She is a pick champion. She is not supposed to go in there, all right, guys, let me Q dunk someone and hope you kill him. Her engage range is too far, and it can be interacted with. You can flash away to extend it. You can run, you can dash to extend that range and make it harder for your teammates to be able to do anything about it. She is not initiation. She is an extremely good follow-up and an extremely good pick. So when you see her on your team, people don't think, people are like waiting for me to like do something. The fuck you want me to do? I am not the front line. Shut up. But whatever. Briar was like up here. She was like right next to Viego, if not ahead of Viego. But I had a couple of games with some very smart players that taught me the importance of her W. You can fuck with a Briar by, like, if she's trying to farm in like whatever, you just need to walk and be in, like, even after she's casted it, once someone walks into the path of your radius for a taunt, it's going to move you off of whatever you're on onto them, so you can start running to them. I cannot tell you how many times I was in the middle doing a W, I was in my W trying to clear something, and people just walked up, and she prioritizes champions. I'm like trying to clear a wave, trying to clear a wave, trying whatever it was that I was doing. you can pull her away and then just walk her away. Just walk. So I either forced to engage you or I have to force to use my only means of stopping it, and then you re-engage on top of her. The moment that happens, she's now useless. She has nothing she can do. She's now not even a character. It's like a Vi with no ult and just dash and mish. At least with Vi, she can punch you and reduce your armor. At that point, Briar can stun you and then tickle you with her toes. I don't know. It did not feel good. It did not feel good. I did not like that level of interaction of control loss, theoretically. Hecarim. I did like Hecarim. I like his clear speed. His clear speed and everything else is really, really good. I have some really dope skins for him. One of the issues is people see him very similar to Vi. Like, they think like there's a team fight. They're like, go in it. I am not a tank. I'm a very good follow-up. That's the problem. He's not a tank. So don't think of him to be able to be like a tank character. And I'm going to start the fight now. Stop. Skarner. So, like, you go over Skarner and these guys. So originally on this list was created, it was like this. So I'm not so sure about clear speed with tanks outside of obvious Amumu, because since he built Leandries, his clear speed is, even without Leandries, his clear speed is just the best of any of the tanks, right? But I had a couple games with Skarner. I was just surprised overall at his range of engagement. Is actually farther than I actually like. Yes, I can see. I know he can go through shit, but it's so good. Also to like sneak into like the back of either dragon or the back of the Gromp area is really, really good. If there's like a ward, they have the little thing there. You can just sneak in there and just be like, yeah, get it done. That was like the big thing I like about Vi. I love that about Vi. I love that about Briar, because you can jump over both of those pits with them very, very well. Echo can do that too. She could do it too, and I love that. I love that because people get overconfident. They're like, well, I have that there, so I don't know when no. And then they need to remember that these certain characters have a leap and can get over. So, yeah, I like that. I think it's cool. So yeah, and because of that, I'm like, his playstyle is gonna be obviously very similar to this because they have very good engage ranges. Very good engage ranges where they can engage. It's like Amumu's team fighting is better than Skarner's. I would assume. I say team fighting, but his starting a fight is easier. Getting people with the R is hard to do unless you're already on top of them. Amumu kind of says, well, here we go. Time to fight. With him, he's like, I'm coming, guys. Zac probably also has a better team fight than Skarner. But Skarner's like skirmishing, like just fighting in general seems to be a little. It's like the fact that I can get in and get out on a dime. Like people have to make sure they're like standing in front of me, and you know how many times I've like drifted out of danger. Like people are like, "Oh, you gotta go up this wall." I'm like, "Nope, I'm just gonna make a big huge U-turn and get over this other wall." Like that's really interesting about him is that he can do that. Yeah, you can interact with Zac's get out of jail free card, and he has to wind it up too. He doesn't have to wind it; he just goes. It takes him a second, but he just goes. So unless you are like walking in front of him and making sure that he's like dragging you with him so you can kill him, it's fine. So I kind of like that. And then this range here, Poppy used to be down here, but just too many games of Poppy that I've had so far where in top lane where there's so many characters with a dash, bro. There are so many. Just look at this list alone. There's a bunch of characters with a dash, right? And so, like, bro, even though I'm pretty sure she was like a 49, 48% win rate, which is not good, it's still like just to fuck with these people. It's funny. But yeah, this is for the most part where I am at. Hopefully, in the next couple of days, we can focus on these guys. I kind of want to move this out of here. I kind of do. We'll see. These are like the 3, 4, maybe the 5. I'm like, they could move up here. Since I've already moved down a couple people. Who did I move down here? I moved Mordekaiser from up here down. I moved Fiddlesticks down. I would love to see this Taric jungle. If it even works. I don't know how that would work, but if that works, I wouldn't mind. They get gems in the jungle, baby. But yeah, I would like for these two to be playable. You have no idea in the jungle. Honestly, not playable because they are, but you imagine Darius and Garen here too because I think that's funny. But yeah, hopefully again next couple of days get some more games in here, and hopefully we can get a solid 4 in. I don't know how long it'll take. It might take me a while. I don't know, but hopefully soon.